Unfortunately, the developments now makes it difficult to continue and implement the agreement. So I am pleading with you.
Austin Game trying to calm things, and that's a violence, that's fight. This is literally two MPs at each other's net. Honorable Hassan Tampuli together with Roxy Nelson Afenyomarkins pushing, holding each other's clothes as we speak, and their leaders are trying to separate them, and none of them will allow this to happen, and they've been separated as we speak. But
we are few, but we are a mighty few. Yeah. We are firm in our conviction, we are determined, and we shall never surrender to their intimidation. Indeed, yesterday night we saw verbal attacks on us.
And simply also our Parliament, that is the appointment committee of Parliament, and send the bill also. The Honorable Afenyomarkins, Edia Tuja, and said, Anopano want to be uncle, and into the lives of Frank, another pray, or no any cuisine name, and into Omina agree, say, Womo ebe veti nominees no tre, any patre, and on mobile veto and rap. Omo to be better train. Somewhere along the line, Omuna side agrees on the call 4. A 1 they call 5. I feel many bombs now don't know. A drew 6. A ball 6 not turn a book cry a coach. I feel the Omo answer Honorable Paramita Akando, the minister designated for health. And I feel the lives of Samuel Kudotra Brapa, the minister designated for foreign affairs. Womo about chances at Womo and Beto. And in the first place, Honorable Frank, another the minority chief body, I can say Beto and Yadia a better. It's answer Womo at Nasa for 11 good hours. And Yadia won't be to you at what Beto is doing. Now, I say, because of 7 people before, Womo air don't get 20. And this is 1% Womo bully our DB our moye. Our Parliament. Now, the woman said, Senke Momino, the nominee to be some Minister of State. Now, can send over appointment committee. No, man advertise it in the papers for almost 2 weeks. So we were once more. So we were questioning the opposition. So no, but they are not moving out. Now, we reading now, former wave Eddie Fuel. We heard the posture of the chairman of the committee no swap. And Yama and Shada, Mkuyi, and Oma compromise. Said that they will meet me about government business to me across the NDC for woman and so. Now here the Foreign Affairs Ministry, now here the Health Ministry, one mobile transit, almost best 10 o'clock going. Now one more betty there, and yadia one more betty. And indeed the minority, as I say, table now, what is so, one more betting, one more table no. And I'm so minority for the business sound can go to some good table is a penny and my better and partial. Then some of the majority members need to be across way. Echo can minority no one and now another 10 o'clock there. We are holding the uncle, microphones already have more better committee, almost half of them there, almost baking and the majority leader, a by the cancer. Chesi akwaso mka say won eye bet na omuntumi enye because microphones are on baby questions no kra ni nyina no abubu enti won be postpone vet no na ene won the vet no akọ speakers conference hall na won akọye e di ensem bebre e ba e ma table won tisu nyina akọ bebre e bubu e ma microphones no so bebre e say e wo kwa eno anado Omoche ya and to call it almost that's 45 minutes thereabout. Now omo enyenwe and the majority is about say baby near do there one tribute no e dey asensan na ene omo toso. Na no na Afenyomarkins HSA e ya there majority from omo sheda because woman himself committee no omo nkofo ne doso. And inti asemba na omo twene ba ko bienu no mo ka se bia ye nto so aba omo to a NPP form ombelusu na omo to a omo duma on pese omo ye nso eni nti omo so omo mfiri ho ema NDC for no enye nominee no ye na omo emfamu nkosa eni ti come what may on betna betting anopai wasa a press conference no NDC for e de omo enkrofo omo youth e bi ho e be teach omo fa ho ni so even it took the Ghana Police Service and no anajo and our minority form a free parliament or edo omo ekofie ni ti no recommend the Ghana Police Service one aye madam. Now one allegation be very strong is what just said the clerk to the appointment committee we NDC ni mapa because in Shema and now what do home case of the be no ordane o mani be bo so na wa fe nominee no god na betras o mani be bo so o ma fe nominee no na betran decide na ekoso no de enya de a ebetumi abo na o ka say Parliament enya NDC omo party office na omo soa omo maburu e de aba bebu na omo ba be sese nyema na omo di dim na so for atem na presidents are NDC for SCT wa bra omo use omo maburu na omo di mpeni for atem na omo se office na omo ba parliament aso bi do matem enche we no enye duabo saa de no e be dane na e de akọ NDC for na aso. And it Ampa News. Let's see what happened yesterday. And then I'm opening press conference. Alexander Afenyomarkins Ediedimu Amomaya. Now the Yapuni said the echo so is because the NDC they have the numbers and then they can do away with them and do whatever they want to do. And it's all the time. But Alexander Afenyomarkins HSL. Woman so go baby 247 dia wudi de omo ye nyina ombebem na omaye aduma as the micro minority na omani nyina hu aduma pa womo bo e de amabet and now no pa wutim say from center back front left right nyina obia e condemn enyema e forso e wo se be fi enanu enra anajo in fact na enya de a e ya sempa papa you see some of the guys are massive tables or mobile and in the amount of trickle and said them recording in SEA oh Fiona Ampa News.
There's a table. There's an attempt to move some tables from there. They say they're not going to allow that. Honorable. There's a confrontation. Well, the former deputy minister for trade, the former deputy trade and industry ministry minister Chibefi clashing. This is literally a clash. This is literally MPs involved in fisticuffs, and they say that the vetting process must not happen. There's heightened security. The marshal is himself here in the meeting.
You can't do focus. I don't know. You can also be we will do it, but we are not.
It's a lot of confrontation with a lot of people not willing.
So please, I'm pleading with you. Because what we have done today, we have seriously damaged our reputation as a parliament. It will take us a lot of effort to redeem ourselves. But I know that Ghanaians can forgive, and they will forgive us. But going forward, let us be decent when we are doing the vetting. It is not right to spend 3 hours, 4 hours questioning a nominee. It is not right. It provokes a lot of people. I'm not saying we shouldn't ask nominee questions, but let's be moderate in our approach. I can understand the passions and the anger informing the decision to continue, even though today you have done so well. Indeed, today you had scheduled to vet 3 people. You agreed among yourselves and then made it 4. Then you agreed among yourselves and you extended it to 6. Unfortunately, the developments now makes it difficult to continue and implement the agreement. So I am pleading with you
to force through some nominees and railroad them through a rubber stamp process. We are also beginning to observe a breakdown of security, law and order within the precincts of Parliament, and especially last night at the committee room by some NDC thugs. These thugs were hired, organized and brought in to come and intimidate the minority. But let me tell the NDC, we are few, but we are a mighty few. We are firm in our conviction, we are determined, and we shall never surrender to their intimidation. Indeed, yesterday night, we saw verbal attacks on us, and it took the vigilance of the police to escort us out of the chamber. We commend the police for what they did last night in ensuring law and order, and we urge them to continue their good work. We are also concerned about the attempt by the majority to disregard pre-sitting agreement on a number of nominees to appear before the appointments committee. Indeed, this is what led to last night's situation. Yesterday, there was an agreement to have only 3 nominees for the day. They later changed it to 4. We agreed, and later requested for a 5th nominee, only to realize that after the 5th nominee, the NDC has smuggled Mr. Okujeto Ablakwa into the committee room. He came fully dressed with his wife and other family members, and he was forcing his way to take his seat. Not only him, there were other regional minister nominees who had not been programmed, but they had forced them into the committee sitting room. Their plan was to use their so-called supermajority to intimidate us. The NDC must know here and now that they won an election, and that election they won, they are to govern together with us. We will not allow them to use their so-called majority to force their way. It won't happen. In fact, we are not going to boycott any proceedings. Boycott is not part of us. At all. We will stay in and protest, and they will not have their way. But I want to assure them that because we have been in government before and we know governance, we will not obstruct government business. We are further concerned about the breakdown of security within the precinct of Parliament and the way strangers feel emboldened. NDC, know that Parliament is not an extension of your party offices where you allow vandalism. You bring your party foot soldiers here to cause confusion. If today you are unleashing them on us, Tomorrow, when these boys are hungry and angry, they will come after you. It's not a prophecy. It's a reality. We cannot be intimidated even as we perform our legitimate constitutional mandate. And we caution the parliamentary service led by the clerk to parliament and his able marshal to urgently step up security within the precincts of parliament and protect the minority to enable us do our work. It will be an eyesore to witness supporters of the minority also invade Parliament House to provide security for our side. Our members are asking us questions, but we keep assuring them that we are a party of law and order. We believe in the police, and we know the police can do a good job. We are fortified by the conventions of the House, which have provided ranking members of committee the opportunity to inquire deeply into every nominee of the president without limit to questions. Since 1993, ranking members have always been given an unlimited opportunity. Why is it that when it gets to Afenyomarkins, the NDC would want to frustrate the process? In any event, it is not every nominee that I question. This morning, the nominee for Ministry of Health, we spent only 30 minutes. So the nominees themselves should know that they are now coming into public office. Their conduct, their humility, their conduct would help matters. If you have a nominee who is so arrogant, so partisan, so disrespectful, so deceptive, so dishonest, you don't expect us to spend 5 minutes. Those who come and prepare well and know their brief and show us respect, we also reciprocate. Not those who would come and be insulting and abusing the Chief Justice of the Republic, the former president of the land, and you expect us to clap for them and take tea with them. We will not. I'm therefore cautioning the chair of the committee not to yield to those extremists who are pushing him to assert his authority because he is weak. The chair of the committee should know that we respect him. But I must also be quick to commend Honorable Mahama Ayariga. He has shown leadership. His diplomacy is at its all-time best. He's done well. His engagement, the transparency he has introduced, should it continue, would have a very peaceful parliament. How he engages us is the way to go in this parliament. But to my respected friend, Roxton Eche Dafiamapo, if he thinks that he is still in opposition and he would be a bully, then he would meet his meter. The Afenyomarkins has gained notoriety of shouting, yelling, undermining his own chairman, interrupting proceedings, undermining his own majority leader, and he describes himself as the avant-garde of the government. Really, is he the first majority chief whip? The majority chief whip role is to be a key negotiator. He should be a diplomat in the chamber. His job is not to fight. If he did so successfully in opposition, now he is in government. So President Mahama and his government may have to rethink their choice of Roxanne Echet Afenyomarkins as their majority chief whip. Throughout the approval process, the NDC has never marshaled its numbers in the chamber. They claim that they are a majority. Every single day we come into the chamber, we count them. The average number they have ever had in the chamber has been 92. It was only on one occasion that they had 104. So it has always taken our side to add up to their side to make the number to take government business through. So they should be humble enough to cooperate than that attempt to bully us. It will not happen. We would urge them to continue to respect the conventions and arrangements associated with the process of vetting. And if they do so, we'll cooperate with them. Now the clerk to the committee. This clerk to the committee has shown her colors that she is of the NDC stock. We are going to officially write to the clerk to Parliament to withdraw this lady from the appointment committee. And that lady must either resign as a parliamentary staff or change her posture without delay. When we were in government, this same clerk will insist that the minority must have its say, read through reports before it is signed by the chair. This same clerk today will advertise those who have been scheduled for vetting at midnight without notice to us as minority. Report gets signed, and the first time the minority will see the report will be on the floor. The practice has been that I would see the draft, go through, share my concerns before it is signed. But on a number of occasions, I try to engage quietly to resolve these things. Not even once has this NDC clerk brought a report to my attention. This morning, after all her numerous sins, she committed another grave sin this morning again. We were in Parliament as early as 8 o'clock to have our caucus meeting. When we were done, the majority chief whip reached out to the chief whip of our caucus that they wanted us to have a meeting. We agreed to the meeting. They said they were waiting for the majority leader. Indeed, the majority leader himself called me that he was on his way and that the meeting should be held in his office. Whilst waiting, we now saw the NDC caucus commencing the vetting. And this same clerk, without reaching out to us, administered the oath. What an irresponsible clerk we have. What an unprofessional clerk we have. What a partisan clerk we have. She must be ashamed of herself and ashamed of her profession as a parliamentary service staff. We will not spare her. We will go all out to deal with her in accordance with law if she will not change. Our parliament boasts of mature conventions and practices, and this we have navigated all these years. We would urge our colleagues one more time to cooperate with us. We want to assure the people of Ghana that we are acting in good faith. We want to support the government and be constructive, but will not allow ourselves to be bullied. We are the mighty few.
Mighty minority. Mighty minority.
We are the mighty few. We will not surrender. We will not give up. And we know that God willing, fortune will smile at us come 2028. We are the new patriotic party. We are the new patriotic party. The elephant is a winning symbol. We shall win to save Ghana. The elephant is a winning symbol. We shall win to save Ghana. We shall win. We shall win. To save Ghana. We shall win to save Ghana. The elephant is a winning symbol. We shall win to save Ghana. Oh, the elephant is a winning symbol. We shall win to save Ghana. Assassinin, Eyabode de Maye, Botana Nanu Shego Gareto or Maye, Edomene Wososo, Sebe, Biatraso, Nibiatraso, Koso, Canina, Bessemin Punya, Ebremo, Amaya Sassimundo, to say, Oh Manu say you, yes and now say, Oh my full brother, Oh Manu say you, yes and now say, Oh my full brother. Thank you very much.